Welcome back to my channel, Worth Old Coins. Today is best. Top 5 coins. One you want to miss where diving into the world of United Kingdom coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. Top 1. The 2005 Elizabeth II. 1 penny coin. From the United Kingdom is part of the long-standing tradition of British decimal coinage. Here's a detailed history covering both the coin itself and the broader historical context. Basic details. Country: United Kingdom. Denomination: 1 penny year of issue, 2005 obverse. Front: features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, 4th portrait. By Ian Rank Broadley. Reverse: back. Shows the portcullis with chains, a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster metal composition. Copper-plated steel, changed from bronze in 1992. Diameter: 20.3 mm. Weight: 3.56 grams. Edge: plain. Historical background. Origins of the penny in Britain. The penny dates back to Anglo-Saxon times, circa 8th century. Originally made of silver, it was the main coin in circulation for centuries. By the 18th century, inflation had reduced the value of silver so much that copper pennies were introduced. The decimal penny was introduced on 15th of February 1971, when the UK decimalized its currency system. Queen Elizabeth II and the penny. Queen Elizabeth II appeared on every British coin from 1953, her coronation year, until her death in 2022. Portrait evolution. First portrait, 1953-1967, by Mary Gillick. Young Queen Without a Crown Second, 1968-1984, by Arnold Machine. Wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland Tiara Third, 1985-1997. By Raphael Makloof. More Mature Image Fourth, 1998-2015, by Ian Rank Broadley, used on the 2005 Penny Fifth, 2015-2022, by Jody Clark. The 2005 penny therefore uses the 4th portrait, notable for being more realistic and depicting the Queen with greater age and dignity. Reverse design. The portcullis. The portcullis with chains is a traditional symbol of British Parliament, originally used by the Tudors. It has featured on the penny since 1971. The design was by Christopher Ironside, who created many reverse designs for the decimal coins introduced in 1971, coin metal composition changes. From 1971 to 1991, 1p coins were made of bronze, 97% copper. In 1992, to reduce costs, they switched to copper-plated steel. 2005 pennies are made of copper-plated steel, which means they are magnetic, a quick test to distinguish them from earlier bronze coins. Collectability and mintage. Over 739 million 1-penny coins were minted in 2005, making them very common. Not a rare coin in circulated condition, but uncirculated, or proof versions may have value to collectors. Part of annual brilliant uncirculated and proof coin sets. Cultural and symbolic importance. The penny, while low in value, holds sentimental and symbolic meaning in British culture. Find a penny, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. Used in traditions like a penny for your thoughts, and spend a penny, a euphemism for using a public toilet. Often used in charity collections and as a way to teach children about money. While not rare or highly valuable, it is a small, iconic piece of British history that reflects the continuity of monarchy, evolving coin designs, and the cultural significance of everyday money. Top 2. The 2006 Elizabeth II. 1 penny coin, set in the context of British coinage history, the monarchy, and its cultural role. Overview of the 2006 1 penny coin. Feature details. Denomination: 1 penny year, 2006. Monarch: Queen Elizabeth II obverse. Design: portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. By Ian Rank Broadley. fourth portrait, reverse design. Portcullis with chains and a coronet, symbol of Westminster. Designer, obverse. Ian Rank Broadley designer, reverse. Christopher Ironside metal composition, copper-plated steel, magnetic weight, 3.56 grams, diameter. 23mm edge plain mintage, by 601 million, very common. Historical background of the 1 penny coin, ancient origins of the penny. The term penny comes from the Anglo-Saxon word penig or penning, used as early as the 8th century under King Offa of Mercia. These were originally silver coins. Through the medieval period, the silver penny was the dominant coin in England. Modernization and decimalization. Prior to 1971, Britain used pre-decimal currency, 12 pence, 1 shilling, 20 shillings, 1 pound. On 15th of February 1971, Decimal Day, the UK officially moved to a decimal system, 100 new pence, bagger 1 pound. The decimal 1p coin was introduced in 1971 with the portcullis reverse designed by Christopher Ironside. The 2006 coin in the era of Queen Elizabeth to Queen. Elizabeth II's reign and coin portraits. Queen Elizabeth II reigned from 1952 to 2022, the longest reign in British history. Her likeness appeared on all British coins throughout her reign, evolving through 5 different official portraits. Portrait years, used artist. 1953-1967, Mary Gillick, Ixand. 1968-1984, Arnold Meschen III, 1985-1997, Raphael Macloof. Fourth, used on the 2006 penny, 1998-2015, Ian Rank Broadley. Fifth, 2015 to 2022, Jody Clark. The 2006 penny uses the fourth portrait, where the Queen wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and the image is noted for its realism and maturity. Design details, reverse. Portcullis. Design. The portcullis, a heavy grilled gate used in medieval castles, is a long-standing symbol of the Palace of Westminster, Parliament. It has been used on coins since the Tudor period. On the penny, it is depicted with chains and a crown, symbolizing the unity of Parliament and monarchy. Designed by Christopher Ironside for the decimal coinage of 1971, material and minting changes, change in metal composition. Up to 1991, 1p coins were made of bronze. From 1992 onwards, to reduce cost, the Royal Mint began producing them in copper-plated steel, magnetic. Your 2006 penny is made of copper-plated steel. It will stick to a magnet. Mintage volume around 601 million 1p coins were minted in 2006. This makes it a very common coin, not rare in circulated condition. Is the 2006 1p coin valuable? Face value, 1 penny, 0.01 GBP. Circulated value, still worth 1p. Collector value, in circulated condition, not valuable due to high mintage. In brilliant uncirculated BU or proof sets, can be worth slightly more to collectors, 50p 1 or more. Occasionally, minting errors or off-metal strikes, very rare, can increase value. Legacy and cultural role symbolism of the penny, a small coin with deep cultural value. A penny saved is a penny earned. Find a penny, pick it up. Used for charity collections, lucky pennies, and wishing wells. Still in circulation despite discussions over phasing it out due to low purchasing power. Summary. The 2006 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is a small but significant part of British numismatic and cultural history. It carries over 1,200 years of legacy from the Anglo-Saxon penny. It reflects a long-reigning monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, in her mature years. It uses a classic design symbolizing British government and heritage. While common in value, it's a token of a bygone era, soon to be followed by the reign of King Charles III. Top 3. The 2001 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, including its design, background, historical context, and numismatic relevance. Quick summary. 2001. UK 1 penny coin feature. Details year of issue 2001 monarch. Queen Elizabeth II, denomination 1. Penny obverse, front. Portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Fourth portrait. Reverse, back. Portcullis with chains and crown obverse designer Ian Rank Broadley. Reverse designer Christopher. Ironside metal composition. Copper-plated steel, magnetic, weight 3.56 grams, diameter 20.3 millimeter, edge plane. Mintage, 871 million, very high. Historical origins of the penny. The British penny originated in Anglo-Saxon times over 200 years ago. First minted by King Offa of Mercia in the 8th century, originally made of silver, it evolved into copper, 1797, and later bronze, 1860s. The decimal penny was introduced in 1971 during decimalization, which restructured the UK currency system, 1 saka 100 pence, replacing the old SD system. The monarch, Queen Elizabeth II obverse. Design, fourth portrait, 1998-2015, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, features a more mature and realistic depiction of Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Elizabeth II, de Greg for 2001, Elizabeth II. By the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. At the time, Queen Elizabeth II had been on the throne for 49 years. Reverse design, the portcullis created by Christopher Ironside in 1971 for decimalization. Features a portcullis with chains and a crown, a centuries-old symbol used by the Palace of Westminster, Houses of Parliament, reflects government, and royal authority first used as a symbol on Tudor coins. The design was used on the 1p coin from 1971 until 2008, when the Royal Shield design replaced it. Metal composition, copper-plated steel material change. History, pre-1992, bronze, 97% copper. Post-1992, copper-plated steel to reduce cost. The 2001 1p coin is magnetic due to its steel core. You can verify it by seeing if it sticks to a magnet. Material appearance magnetic, bronze reddish, duller no copper-plated steel reddish, more reflective yes mintage and circulation. Over 871 million 1p coins were struck in 2001. This makes it one of the highest minted coins of the early 2000s. The 2001 1p coin remains very common in circulation. Value and rarity condition, value circulated. Face value, weight 1p, uncirculated 0.10, 0.50 proof set, 1.3, as part of Royal Mint proof sets. Not considered rare, may have value to collectors in proof condition or as part of a complete date set. Historical context. The year 2001 in Britain. Queen Elizabeth II was approaching her Golden Jubilee, 50 years on the throne. Tony Blair was the Prime Minister. The UK was involved in global political shifts after 9/11 later that year. This coin represents a time of modernization and global transition. For the UK, coin identifiers and features edge. Plain, no milling or lettering, magnetic test. Should be magnetic. Steel core. Portrait. Check. Queen facing right. Tiara visible die errors. No major known minting errors for 2001 1p coins, but off-center strikes or die cracks can occur rarely. Cultural and symbolic role of the penny. The penny is often seen as a symbol of thrift, luck, and tradition. A penny saved is a penny earned. Find a penny, pick it up. Still used widely despite its low value. Some debate exists over whether to abolish 1p and 2p coins, but they remain in circulation. Summary: the 2001 1p coin at a glance mass-produced, everyday coin features a realistic portrait of Queen Elizabeth. 2 by Ian Rank Broadley reverse shows portcullis, symbolizing Parliament made of copper-plated steel, magnetic and cost-effective, represents a modern phase of UK coinage before major design changes in 2008. Top 4. the 1988 Elizabeth II one-penny coin from the United Kingdom. This coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a continuation of over 200 years of British numismatic heritage. Basic details: 1988. UK one-penny coin feature. Details: country United Kingdom. Denomination: 1 penny. Year of issue: 1988 monarch. Queen Elizabeth II obverse design. Queen Elizabeth II, third portrait, by Raphael Makhlouf. Reverse design, portcullis with chains and crown designer, obverse. Raphael Makhlouf designer, reverse. Christopher Ironside metal composition bronze, pre-1992, weight 3.56 grams, diameter 20.3 mm. Edge. Plain mintage, 650 million, very high, common. Historical background of the penny in the UK ancient origins. The penny, or pennig, was first minted under King Offa of Mercia around c. 785 AD. These were silver coins, and for centuries the penny was the backbone of England's currency. Time passed, the penny's metal changed: silver, copper, bronze, copper-plated steel. Pre-decimal versus decimal currency before 1971. Britain used a non-decimal system, 240 pence for 1. On decimal day, 15th of February 1971, the UK moved to a decimal system, 100 pence for 1. A new set of decimal coins was introduced, including the 1p. Queen Elizabeth II, on the coin, the obverse, Makhlouf portrait. The 1988 penny features the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Artist, Raphael Makhlouf. Years used: 1985, 1997. A youthful and idealized image of the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD. 1988 translation: Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, defender of the faith, reverse design. Portcullis symbolism and history, designed by Christopher Ironside for the new decimal coins of 1971. The portcullis with chains is an ancient emblem of British Parliament and Westminster. Originally a Tudor symbol, it links the monarchy and the government. The portcullis appears with a crown on top, emphasizing the sovereign parliament. Metal composition and transition material. Bronze. The 1988 1p coin was minted in bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. These bronze coins have a distinctive reddish-brown color and do not stick to magnets. This was before the change to copper-plated steel in 1992. Mintage and circulation. Mintage for 1988, 650 million coins. This makes the coin very common in circulated condition. It was part of everyday spending for decades. Value and rarity condition. Estimated value, circulated face value, 1p, uncirculated 0.20. One proof set coin, 2 wars, $5, if part of 1988 proof sets. No widely known mint errors or rare varieties exist for the 1988 1p coin. Some private sellers may overprice vintage coins, but this coin is not rare. Legacy and cultural role symbolism of the penny. Despite its small value, the penny holds cultural significance. Superstitions. Find a penny, pick it up. Used in savings jars, charity boxes, and children's first coins. Often part of commemorative sets or birth year gifts. What happened in 1988? Contextual snapshot. Queen Elizabeth II was in her 36th year of reign. Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister. The Channel Tunnel was under construction. In global news, the Cold War was nearing its end. This was a time of transition and modernization, reflected in British coinage still bearing traditional symbols, but with modern minting techniques. Conclusion. Why the 1988 1p matters, the 1988 Elizabeth II. 1 penny coin is bronze coin from before the composition switch in 1992, part of a lineage dating back over 200 years, bearing the Makhlouf portrait, a distinct phase in the Queen's portrayal, culturally and historically significant, though not rare. Top 5. The 1996 one penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, set in the context of British coinage, the monarchy, and cultural importance. Overview of the 1996 Elizabeth II. One penny coin feature details, denomination, 1 penny. Country, United Kingdom. Year of issue, 1996 monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, Bassin-Overs. Queen Elizabeth II, third portrait by Raphael Makhlouf, reverse portcullis with chains and crown, symbol of Westminster, obverse designer. Raphael Makhlouf, reverse designer Christopher Ironside metal composition bronze in 1996, weight 3.56 grams, diameter 20.3 millimeter, edge plain mintage, 776 million, high mintage, common. Historical origins of the penny. The penny dates back to Anglo-Saxon times, c. 785 AD, first minted under King Offa of Mercia. Originally silver, the penny was England's core unit of currency for centuries. The name penny continued even as the coin evolved from silver, copper, 18th C, bronze, 1860s, copper-plated steel, post-1992, decimalization, and the modern penny. The UK adopted a decimal currency system on 15th of February 1971, simplifying pounds, shillings, and pence into 1 drachma 100 pence. The modern decimal penny, 1p, was introduced in 1971 with a new design. Queen Elizabeth II and the 1996 penny portrait. The 1996 penny features the third official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Makhlouf, used from 1985 to 1997, depicts the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, more idealized and regal than other portraits. Elizabeth II DG Reg FD. 1996, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, reverse design, the portcullis designed by Christopher Ironside for the decimal coinage of 1971, shows a portcullis with chains crowned, a symbol of the Palace of Westminster, Parliament, tradition, and continuity in governance, a Tudor-era emblem, historically used on coins as early as Henry VII's reign. Metal composition, bronze, pre-1992 versus post-1992. The 1996 penny is bronze because, in 1992, the Royal Mint changed the standard metal to copper-plated steel to cut production costs. But some years after 1992, including 1996, still used bronze for proof or certain mintings. Regular circulation pennies in 1996 were bronze, making this coin among the last bronze issues. Bronze composition: 97%, copper 2.5%, zinc 0.5%, tin magnetic test, bronze, non-magnetic, copper-plated steel, magnetic. You can test yours with a simple magnet to confirm. Mintage and circulation: over 776 million 1p coins were minted in 1996. This was one of the highest production years of the 1990s. This means the coin is very common and easy to find in circulation even today. Value and collectability condition. Estimated value circulated face value, 1p uncirculated, 0.20. 1 proof version, inset, $2, 5 or more, not rare or valuable in circulated condition, may hold sentimental or historical value, especially as part of year sets, birth year gifts, transition period coins, near end of Bronze era. Cultural role of the penny: though low in value, the penny remains culturally significant. Find a penny, pick it up. Used in wishing wells, piggy banks, and first coin education, still common in charity collections. The 1p coin has occasionally been debated in Parliament for possible retirement due to inflation. Britain in 1996. Historical context: Queen Elizabeth II was in her 44th year of reign. John Major was the Prime Minister. The UK was nearing the end of the 20th century. With debates on Europe, EU membership, and the monarchy's modern role. The economy was stabilizing after the early 1990s recession. The coin serves as a symbol of a Britain that was balancing tradition and modernity. Summary: 1996. Elizabeth II. 1 penny, coin common and widely circulated features. Queen Elizabeth II's third portrait, Mac Loof, uses the iconic portcullis design, a Tudor and Parliament symbol made of bronze, before the full shift to copper-plated steel holds historical interest but low collector value unless in mint condition. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.